Welcome back, everybody, to The Legend of Zelda. Welcome back, everybody. Crotch of the Fishman. That's not where I was trying to get the camera to go, I swear. But it was just like magnetically attracted, so too bad. Too bad. Also, I'm getting, oh, right. Let's see, how do I fix this? Okay, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, the weird thing is, in order to test my audio, I have to have the stream audio on, but by having the stream audio on, it causes it to reverb, even though it's set to where only I can hear it and it's not going through any other audio port. Yep, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. But what does make sense is we have cleared out our first of the Divine Beasts, and so, for that, we have been given Mipha's Grace, which we got last time we played, which if you've not played this game before, this is basically the super fairy of the game. Since the regular fairy brings you back with 5 hearts, this one brings you back with full hearts, but on top of that, it also gives you additional hearts, and basically once you lose those hearts, you go back to your normal full health. However, it can be recharged every couple minutes after you use it. So you get 1 charge on it, and then once it's used up, you get to use it again. It's very, very helpful. For now, though, we are headed to a couple of shrines that we don't have here, because we actually don't have that much for Linnayru's area. So we're going to take care of everything here first and foremost. We've done that one. There is one that's here. One there. We did the one directly by the tower. There's one over here. I believe you can only do that one after you've beaten the Divine Beast. One there, and lastly, one over here. Actually, you know what? We're already right by the yellow one. Let's just go do the yellow one first. If I recall correctly, this one is an actual proper shrine quest. And the dude we're looking for to talk to... I'm pretty sure it's not this guy, but... Yeah, this was the guy that got stuck on the tower. We didn't talk to him, but he got stuck on the tower, and then he's like, hey, I don't know how to get down here, and then eventually he ended up diving, so now he wants to see us dive, which is a little bit of work, because the actual proper dive of him jumping forward and going in does not always work. Don't ask why, I don't know. Sometimes he'll just run off like that, sometimes he'll jump but not dive. But this is a very simple side quest. This is just as simple as waiting for the game to register that you are trying to dive. There we go. I think you get like 50 rupees for doing this. It's not that big a deal, but it's very easy 50 rupees to make, so... Oh, he gives you some Fleet Lotus seeds. Okay. My mistake. But still, pretty easy side quest, so might as well go ahead and do that. Now, I don't know if you actually have to talk to this guy or not. I don't think you do, but we're going to do it anyway. No? I could have sworn that you did. Well, let's go ahead and check the area where the shrine is. Maybe there's a different quest I have to do first, but the long and short of the quest is that you have to get a fake trident scale, like the one that you get for clearing it. There's basically a fake one that's made for a ceremony, and that guy knows that it's a fake, but he made it for the ceremony and lost it somewhere. And then by picking that one up, you get to use it for this quest, where essentially you have to dive off of the top of this platform and strike this pedestal, which you might be able to do it with the actual trident, so let's find out. Because if this works, we can skip a bunch of steps and this would become marginally easier. It might also help if I didn't miss. It doesn't have to be like dead center or anything, but I'm part of me is wondering, does it have to be the fake one? And you don't have to jump from like that high. You do have to be able to do the attack, but it doesn't have to be like an insane distance. Let's try there. Cool. You don't need to do that part. If you do, for whatever reason, care about doing the photography, the fake trident is different from the light scale trident. So if you go and grab that once you hit solid ground, because it is underwater, you just go to the bottom of Zora's domain and use Magnesis to look around for it. After you get it onto dry land, drop it and take a picture of it, if you care about doing that. If not, then no big deal. Thankfully, I got to skip all the steps in between, which makes that marginally easier. But now, let's see what we have to see. Is this going to be a blessing shrine? I feel like it might be. Yep, it is. What you got for me? Yeah, that's fair. Definitely not the hardest puzzle in the shrine quests, so 100 rupees is fair. I have to start thinking about what I want to do for the next 4 orbs. I'm starting to think I might go ahead and get the second circle of stamina done. Because we got plenty of hearts now. We got another one from doing the dungeon, so that added one more, so I might just end up doing that instead. If you hit an electric Lysalpha's horn with an arrow, it will discharge a massive electric shock. Well, yes, I would imagine so. That's typically how electricity works. Well, I can see red from here, so let's go ahead and start with red, I suppose. I was going to go to blue, but then now that I can see red physically from the tower, might as well do that first. It shall be nice and simple. So hopefully for all of you that are either watching this live or watching this on my archive page later, that you're doing okay. Today is the 16th of September 2021. Hard to believe that we've only got 3.5 months left of the year. What a decade this year has been, I'm telling you. Oh, there's the green light again. That goes to a horse that you can tame. Very hard to get off the mountain that it's on, but it has infinite stamina, from what I remember. However, you cannot take it to a stable. So it's pretty much you just use it until you're done with the horse, and then once you get off the horse, unfortunately, that is going to be the point where it runs off. So I could fight that guardian, but I'm kind of not in the mood to, so I'm just going to ignore him. That, however, I'm a little bit more interested in, because there might be something up there. There is. What do we got? Some bomb arrows. Hell yeah. Giving a man who is slightly unhinged explosives is never a bad idea. Not once has that gone poorly. Between walk, trot, canter, and gallop. Make note of that. It's important if you're ever playing a Trivia Murder Party. I believe that's one of the questions is asking, like, in terms of horses moving, which is, I think they ask you to go from slowest to fastest. So if you ever play that game, that'll come in handy. There we go. Nope, you come with me. We're gonna need you again. There we go. Drop that on in. And we are golden. Or silver, if you played Pokemon Silver. Big fan. I like Lugia more than Ho, anyway, as a Pokemon. So, silver it is. Plus, silver was the first video game I ever played, so of course I'm going to be biased towards silver. We're getting pretty close to 50 shrines here. We'll definitely have 50 by the end of playing today, for sure. We already got 2, and it hadn't even been 15 minutes. And we spent a minute of that looking at Sidon's crotch. I mean, loading things up and making sure the audio was good. And nothing more. You can't prove anything. Oh, there we go. I was like, where'd the other dude go? Thank goodness for fast travel. It's weird to think that, like... Because the closest this map is in terms of, like, a bunch of points to fast travel and, like, a relatively large map is Twilight Princess. And it's amazing thinking that, like, it does not feel near as effective in Twilight Princess, despite the fact that the map is substantially smaller. But I think that might just be due to the fact that, like, there's only really a small set amount of places that you warp. I think that might be why. But I could be wrong. Also, what's up, Lady Snowy? Locks, how are you? That is an awesome emote. Good old Wind Waker Link. Man, I haven't played Wind Waker in a hot minute. Maybe I'll do that on stream at some point. I'll do, like, the HD version and do, like, a New Game Plus. It is super adorable, yes. It is very nice. I love it. What are we doing today? Last episode, we took care of this Divine Beast, Van Ruda, Mipha's. So right now, we're currently going and doing all the remaining shrines in this area. After we take care of the shrines in this area, we're probably going to head northeast and take on... Rivali's dungeon, because his reward is very good, probably the most useful one utility-wise in the game, and it's also the easiest dungeon by a landslide. It is extremely easy. Now, Wind Waker's an interesting one in the Zelda series. I did not like Wind Waker the first time I played it, and most people that didn't like Wind Waker when it came out was because they didn't like the graphics. They thought the graphics looked stupid, which it wasn't that for me at all. It was just, it felt like, since I played the original, there was just vast open expanses with nothing in it. which is partially true, and just like a couple key issues, but most of those issues got fixed in the HD version, and so as a result, I love the HD version. I just really want them to port it to Switch since it got put on Wii U, and Wii U's not the best system in the world, to be perfectly honest. But it would work really well on Switch. It would, Twilight Princess would, and I would kill to have Four Swords Adventures on Switch. It would work so well for the Switch. Because of how much of a hassle it was to try to get it to work on other systems. But on Switch, it'd be perfect. Alright, I remember this shrine. So this one's covered in little sticker bush things, and you have to get rid of it using fire. And whenever Steven and Mal played this on Steven Plays, they were like, yeah, I wish we had some way to light this on fire. Oh, well, I guess we don't. We should leave. And they forgot they had fire arrows, they had flint and wood. Like, they had multiple ways to light it on fire and just forgot. It was glorious. I think I need any bows. Nope, we're good. I'm glad I got to this early as I did, because otherwise I might have actually missed this because it would have been raining potentially. This is your first? No, this is not my first playthrough. This is my third/fourth. Reason being third/fourth is I'm doing a different playthrough on my own time at work whenever I get bored, because usually 9-hour shifts I'm done with all my work by like hour 3 or 4 at absolute most. So I'm just sitting there doing nothing. So I'm doing a different playthrough alongside of this one, but I did one when the game first came out where I 100%ed it outside of the Korok Seeds. And then I did a second one where after I got off the Great Plateau, I went straight to go fight Calamity Ganon. And both of those were like within a month of the game coming out, and then I didn't touch it since because I obviously got burnt out on it, and then picked it up like 2.5 weeks ago, give or take. So I'm doing this playthrough, and I might end up doing another 100% playthrough where essentially I get all the DLC and do all the DLC as well. Maybe not the Korok Seeds, though. The Korok Seeds are a lot. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this one. I remember this one gave me a fair bit of trouble. Okay, I'm gonna try something I didn't try last time. Nope, I can't even use stasis. Okay. I just remember doing this one wrong, where essentially I spun this thing around to get the water going and then just booked it for the end. I don't know if that was how you're supposed to do it. I thought you could just stasis it and maybe hit it with a weapon or something like that, but no. Yeah, like that, essentially. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do that puzzle, but that's what I did, so... As long as it works, I guess, right? I'm curious, though, how did you... Was that the way you solved that puzzle? Because that's the only way I've ever done that one, and this is one of the few shrines I've never seen anybody else do. I think it's more common. Yeah, if you want to get the chest, it probably is. It very much speaks to, like, different thinking, like, different ways that your brain processes stuff, because there's been some where I'm like, I don't have any clue how to do this. This is, like, absolutely ridiculous, and then I solve it a really complex way. And then somebody else comes in and it's just like, oh, that was blatantly obvious. I'm an idiot. And then there's been other ones where they couldn't solve the puzzle, and I'm like, yeah, I looked at this screen cap for, like, maybe 10 seconds and immediately knew what to do. What is that? Alright, we gotta go check that out. I don't even know what that is, but I know we're about to find out. I'm trying to think what a red light would be. Like, we saw that green one earlier because I mentioned what it was, but I'm not 100% sure what this could be. It's not any of my pins because I don't have the red pin active, and the only pins I do have active are in the opposite direction, so I'm not sure what this is. Divine Beast? Is it? Because it looks like it's going... Oh, you're right, it is. It looked like it was going straight up to me, and I was like, I don't know what this could be going to directly in the sky. But yeah, I guess that would line up with the castle. Sure enough. Alright. I think actually here might be the easiest place to go because it's high up. Oh, I just got a Facebook message. I recently helped one of my friends move about 20 miles or so. They were moving to a neighboring town for work. And so I was asking how they were doing. Do I have any heat resist? Or cold? Maybe we really don't need it for this long, but sure. We'll do it for Link, you know? Because, like, Link, he doesn't get anything nice in life. He just has to deal with everything you put him through. And he's just got to be okay with it because, you know, he's the hero and that's what he's supposed to do. So we'll do something nice for him and not make him freeze his butt off for the few minutes he's going to be in a cold area. Yeah, exactly. Like, put the Hylian hood on him when it's raining, or, like, something to cover his head so he won't catch cold. Since we're going northeast, obviously I'll be buying the Rito wear. Yeah, I should have enough for it. I'll be able to buy him that and give him more cold resistance that actually has some defense, unlike the, oh, what is it? The Worm Doublet, since it doesn't have hardly any defense. Lurk because work, yep, isn't that the truth? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Just kidding. I could have done that a little bit better, but oh well. Ah, this one, yeah. This is a cast one, I think. He gives you some of the hints for this one. Hello? There we go. I'm like, I know you can glide like that. Actually... Sir, do not appreciate that. An armored Borgi. An obnoxious Otterock. That I hit so hard he went through a wall. Jeez. He punched the highlights out of her hair. Nice double kill. I don't really need the octo balloons or for anything, but you know, I might as well pick them up. Worst case scenario, I sell them, right? Open up. Oh, okay, that works. I was expecting something smaller than that, considering it wasn't a very difficult, wasn't a very difficult treasure to obtain. So if you do talk to Cass and he's on one of the islands somewhere around here, he'll basically tell you, like, you have to get the wind current flowing in every direction that's in that center area to get it to go through in all 4 quadrants. So pretty much in this area is, if you see a section that you can bomb, then you bomb it. Like that. 3 of them on the outer area, and 1 of them is on the inner area, if I remember correctly. And then there are dogs barking outside. That'll work. Oh, you actually can't detonate it from the water. There we go. No, I was expecting a cutscene to pop up just then, but I guess not. No, I didn't want to jump. Well, I mean, I did, but not into the water. That's what I wanted to do. Spiderlink, Spiderlink. He can climb on anything, especially what you don't want him to. He just kind of does his own thing. Nope, that one went into the wall. Alright, now that I'm having fun, or now that I'm done having fun picking those crabs up. Cool. Is he on the big island, Cass? I think he is. I know there's Korok, though. Mr. Korok. That sound effect is so dumb. It's like even the game knows what's going on is dumb. Might be able to just throw it from here, potentially. Come on, up you get. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. You're okay. Actually, what I could do... It'd be easier that way. There we go. Alright. We'll let that crab run free. He'll be alright. Is that a bombable spot? It doesn't look like it, but... It is off color, so now I'm starting to think it might be, actually. Yep, it is. Away with you! Did we get it? We did. Yeah, there's Cass. I can see him right there. So after you get all of that done... Essentially what you have to do is from this big island section here, you now have to jump and hang glide and land on the platform, which is actually not that hard because the wind current will push you well to where you need to go. So you can actually make it pretty easy. It looks way harder than it is. Did he already leave? Maybe he already left. I was going to go talk to Cass so he wouldn't feel bad that I didn't use his hint, but oh well. We'll run into him another time. I can think of at least a few shrines left that we have not done that have Cass nearby to give you a hint as to what to do. Namely the freaking Blood Moon one. That might be the worst shrine in terms of just, like, having to sit there and wait. Because there's really not that much you can do outside of passing time. Ah, finally a fire weapon. I shall cherish it and never let it go. Speaking of letting things go, we're going to have to decide what to drop here. As much as I like how cool that sword is, I wouldn't, like, the only other one I would drop would be the Zora's sword, but I don't want to drop a one-handed sword for another two-handed sword. Like, we've already got so many of those. I need to go and get enough money so that I can buy the house that Link has, so I can drop off some of those weapons so that if I ever need them, I can just grab them from the weapon stand. They tend to run when menaced by bees, just like Nicolas Cage. I hear he likes to scream about the bees and how they're in his eyes. It's very unfortunate. But, you know, what can you do? I'm debating if I should just walk it or... Yeah, let's walk it. Otherwise, like, we might miss out on seeing something cool. Because it's also pretty low to the ground relative to the rest of the world, so... It's not like we're going to have to climb a huge mountain or multiple mountains or anything like that. So we'll just walk it. It'll be fine. I saw something shiny. Nice. Plus, I guess the other thing is if we walk it, we're more likely to run into, like, treasure chests or things of that nature. Excuse me, I happen to be killing your friend right now. First I'm gonna take these. I thought I got a Lasalfo's tail. That's weird. Alright. Oh my god, that was close. There we go. I don't know why my headshots kept missing there. Like, the first one was low, so I aimed it a little bit differently to shoot high, and then it missed as well. Ooh, shock arrow, +5. We've done it. We've heard the wrestling bell go off. That's how we know we've completed it. Man, I got turned around when I killed that guy. There we go. 10 more shock arrows. I mean, really, we're probably set on shock arrows for a long, long while at this point. Hey, I'll take that. See what I mean about finding something cool if we just walked it? Now I'm glad we did. It'll never get old just, like, drop attacking enemies like that. Enemies, animals, whatever, if it can be killed. Fork the cell boomerang. That does admittedly have a little bit more range, so maybe I'll just stick with what I got. Like a pig! Ah. Well, at least I got a restless cricket. That's good. But if he's a restless cricket, then why was he hiding in the bushes? The world may never know. And now we've got multiple dogs in a barking contest outside, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. People can't control their animals. No, I want the amber. That sells for a decent amount. Oh, there. I was like, where did that go? Okay, why are we putting these on the side of the cliffs, though? Do that again, because the bats got in the way. Oh, there were some Luna stones right there, and I didn't even see them. I will be taking those. Those are actually used in a bit of crafting. However, they are also pretty good to sell as well. I thought those reset after a certain time. Did he not? Now I'm just looking for him. Yeah, sure enough. Unless that is a really long timer. Actually pretty close to having enough for another weapon upgrade. I think it's 10 at this point. Oh, was this a No, maybe it wasn't a matching one. Speaking of the Blood Moon, though, we're about to get one. Yeah, haha. I'm so excited, I'm gonna drop this on your head. Yeah, go ahead and respawn all your go ahead and reset to factory settings here. Oh, hey, check it out, it's a nerd. Sup, nerd? Well, you got no one to blame but yourself for that one. Me sword! Are there any other enemies in here? That's just a tree branch. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, right, this one. Oh, no, maybe we're not good. Adios! Just have to do a normal jump. There we go. Why solve the puzzle when you have health? Health is meant to be used. Because I think that's one of the ones you actually can't just fire arrow it and skip the puzzle. You can do that with the vines, but I don't think you can do that with those. And I'm not going to waste a fire arrow to find out. Oh. 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 It's this one. Ugh. I might have to cheat on this one, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I probably want a sword for this. I don't think a spear is going to be very effective at hitting these as I need. This guide has lied to me! Oh, no, maybe it hasn't. It was just really slow about deciding whether I deserved that or not. The answer's probably no, since I cheated. Anyway. Let's find door number 1. Also known as chest number 1. Oh, silver bow. That's, not very helpful. But thanks, I guess. Already my bow's about to break. Oh, that one is. Oop, no, I didn't want to drop it. There we go. And an opal. I probably could have just magnesis the chests off, now that I think about it, because they were metal ones. From their distance from me, I thought they weren't metal ones, but I should have checked. Oh well, that's my fault. Now that we have a fire weapon, I'm not as worried about keeping the fire arrows for when I really, really need them. Because that, I mean, really all you need most of the time is one. You just need one of each of the fire, ice, and electric weapons, just to have it on you. Never for combat, only for puzzle solving, but the fire one's the one you need the worst. And with that, I think we have done all the Lanayru shrines. I don't think there are any left in this area. Let me have a quick look here. Okay, so we did that one. We just finished that. The 2 by Zora's Domain, the 1 by the tower, and the 3 that are there. Yep, that looks like all of them. Alright then. If that's the case... First things first, let's go ahead and turn those into Kakariko Village. And get an upgrade. And then from there, we'll decide where to go. I think I know about where we're going here. We'll be going through at least 2 more areas. I doubt that little ghost bunny thing is here, but let's find out. Oh, it is. Is the second one here as well? It is. Man, he didn't drop anything that time. Ah, well. I don't think there's anything I can upgrade at this current point in time. But with the region we're going, we'll get another Great Fairy, so we'll be able to upgrade things a second time if we've got the stuff for it. Out of curiosity. Yeah, so that gives you an idea of how long it takes for the restorative power to go, is if you actually go and check. I think it's something like 22 minutes for me, Fizz Grace, but the one for Rivali is much less. I think it's like 7 minutes or something like that. It's pretty small. Hello. I wish for more stamina, please. Yay! I'll probably back off on the stamina a little bit at this point and start going for hearts more frequently. I just really like having at least 2 full stamina wheels. Which, speaking of... How am I doing on... I don't have any stamina food. Alright, well, let's go fix that. Anything else I really need to make? I probably should have at least 1 more cold resist item, maybe. Let's just go with a full thing of this and see what happens. That'll work. I doubt we're going to need, like, 22 minutes of cold resist. That, I would sincerely doubt that could possibly happen. I'm going to see if I can figure out really quickly. I'm going to get a little bit more detail into figure out how to get to that one. Because I know that's a major test of strength, but I think you actually do have to go into Hyrule Castle for it. You have to stand about there, roughly, according to the map that I'm looking at. You know what? I think I'm actually going to pass on that one. We'll save it for a later date. So in the meantime, we'll go here instead. I'd rather at least have the map for the area above it before we do that one. And it's not like we're hurting for hearts or anything like that, so... I mean, really, at this point, it's more so for completion than anything. It's not for, oh, man, we're only at, like, 2 hearts. Really need to get more of those. We're not in dire straits like that, so... Oh, right, I did say I was going to go and see if I could buy that house after selling some more stuff here. Alright. I don't think it really matters here, but we'll go to the tech lab. I think it's actually pretty close to the shrine, if I remember correctly. But if it's not, then we do a little bit less walking. Though we'll need to go into a shop anyway to sell some of the excess stuff that I don't need. Which, if I remember correctly, last episode I picked up like a substantial amount of Topaz. So if I need to sell a Topaz or two, I can just do that. That might be my other file I'm thinking about, but didn't I end up with like a ridiculous amount? Yeah, like 6 at this point. Like, that's a lot. I don't need that many in my immediate future. Nope, that's not the right way to the village. It lied to me. Hateno, is it Hateno Village or Hotno Village? I feel like I've heard it both ways. Maybe there is no answer. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe you at home gets to decide. I'll probably stick with Hateno in terms of my pronunciation. Let's see. I don't know if the dye trader... Oh yeah, my horse is still there. I don't know if the dye trader guy will buy anything, but this should work. Spiderlink, Spiderlink.
Hi.
Yep, I'm here to sell.
Oh.
All of them. Three. And we'll sell like 48 of those. I want to make sure that I've got enough for also the Rito gear, so that should probably be enough. If it's not, I can just sell more when I get there. Really quickly, though. Yeah, I don't have the soldier's gear. Shouldn't that be... That wasn't there when I walked in. This was all empty, was it not? Weird. 180, 250... I'm gonna go ahead and buy them now. Just so I've got them. I don't typically use the soldier armor, but I do want to try and pick up like as many sets as I can. This is pretty much like solely the upgrade it and get high defense armor. That's about all it has, is just high defense. I don't think it has any particular award for a set bonus. Alright, what did I... Oh, right, okay. I just gotta figure out how to get there from here. Hi, Xiao. Is this not the right area? No, I'm going the right way. Or no, well, I was facing the right way. I need to turn around. Yeah, here we go. If I remember correctly, I'm not 100% sure, you actually can't start the quest of building the new town until you finish this. I think you have to do this first. What you doing? Destroying this thing. Hard work, huh? What are you doing? Destroying a vacant house. I can buy it. Look at you in your pink pants. I'll pay. I actually don't have 50,000 rupees. I'm just pulling your leg. I just specified 3,000 rupees, but you need 30 wood bundles. Hudson, Carson, stop what you're doing. Do I have 30 wood bundles? Probably not. Nope. Didn't think so. If that's the case... we just go here. Plenty of trees in the plateau. Nobody lives up there anyway. That'd make for an interesting quest, and maybe it's in the DLC and I just don't know about it, but like after you get off the plateau, because the only person that lives up there is the Hyrule King, but he's just a ghost. He doesn't actually live up there. Well, I mean, he lives up there, but like he doesn't have to worry about dying because he's already dead. It'd be interesting if like somebody managed to get their way up here and is like, wow, I literally have this plateau all to myself. Maybe they'd give you a quest of like, I want you to kill literally every single monster on the plateau, and once they're all dead, I can literally have this giant piece of land to myself. Oh, we're already using that. Okay, cool. I'm not even going to ask how the physics of that worked. Yeah, even if this breaks, I know there's a woodcutter's axe down there, so... it's not a big deal if it breaks. stop that. You silly goose. Like, it always just turns into, like, a perfect log. Like, there's no branches, there's no leaves or twigs or anything left on it after you chop it down. Alright. Go get a few more. Yeah, because if you think this is a fair bit of wood, then have fun waiting for a later quest. Where you have to build a town, and like the first time you need 10 bundles, and then it's 20, and then it's 30, and then it's 40. I don't remember what it goes up to, but I know it goes up to at least 40. It's probably 50 if I had to guess. But that's going to equate to 100 total, or more. If it goes up to 60, then it's 160. If it's... Or sorry, if it goes up to 50, then it's 150 total. If it goes up to 60, that's 210. If it goes up to 70, that's 280. That's a lot. I'm just going around and destroying trees. I'm gonna get like 35 in case I actually do need wood to start a campfire or something else like that. Oh, hi. I think this will probably be the last one I grab, and then I'll move on, because I don't want to waste the electric blade. Alright. 33. Let's get on back. This will also make it easier to start picking up some additional weapons here in a little bit, because once I get all the things put up, I'll probably keep the flame blade, but I'll move the spears. I'll probably put the frost spear and the electric spear on the wall. Maybe I'll just leave it for spears. I kind of prefer to leave the swords, but that makes it a little bit more obvious if I come back of like, oh, there's a frost spear and a flame, or a frost spear and an electric spear here. I probably want to put the flame spear on there to make them all match. But if I can find the blades, well, maybe I'll put the blades on there, because I've got 2 of them right now. I need the ice one. So maybe I will just do that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Look at you 3 dumbasses just standing here. Good faith wood, yep. 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 I just love that of like, you're actually going to pay the 3,000 rupees. Yep, you have it. Yeah, it's right here. What? It's just that joke of like, wait, I didn't think you were actually going to do it. Ass hasn't to clear some land. Oh, right, because at this point you talk to him. Yep, what are you doing? Taking a break. By the way, did you buy that house? Yep. Impressive, you're just a pup. Come again? Don't worry about it. Anyway, what? Looks like I'd head out and leave this place soon. Why? I've been transferred. Transferred? Might heard Wilson Construction is planning to expand. That's great. Yeah, big expansion. Where will you go? It's just like how every time you have like a dialogue option for each piece of his text is a really nice little flavor thing. Alright, see you later. really do something about that hairs. My god. Crazy. From the ground up. Build me something. So I believe total you need 1,100 to get all these. Maybe it's 1,400. Either way, we've got the amount. Carson, we're on. Yo. There's like a bunch of different lines they have. Some of them are really funny. And you get to hear lots of manly screaming. It's a lot of screaming just to put, like, a weapon mount, because, like, it's literally just, like, that's it. I think one of those are already defaulted in there, so. Weapon mount. Yep. Payments up front. Alright, cool. I'll be sure to pay for that artwork and then keep having to bug you about it for months upon end. I'm only mostly kidding. Very rarely do I actually have that problem with people I commission for art of, like, not hearing back for them forever. I'm also pretty slow with my commissions, but I don't take payment until after it's done, so... It's not as big a deal if you haven't paid for it. If it's like, oh, sorry, I like, lost yours, and there's no way to prove that I got it, like, at least with that one, you know, you don't lose your X amount of money. Hi. Also, what's up, Scarecrow? Yes, just in time for me to build all the pieces of the inside of my house. And hear lots of screaming. Really quickly while I'm thinking about it. There we go. And once I get an ice blade, I'll put an ice one on there as well. A bow mount. What's it gonna be this time, Carson? Carson, recall that time you dazzled me? Well, it's dazzling time again, baby. Yo. He's like, whatever, man, I don't care. I thought I grabbed a drink before I sat down. Maybe I'll go grab it again. Perfectly installed. Give it a look. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give it a look. It's kind of obnoxious you have to sit there and wait for him to sit his butt down before he's going to have to get right back up. Gear displays. The final bow mount. Yep. Also is a very nice, unique touch. Right? It would have been, like... I think I would have preferred to have, like, this one and then maybe a one in the town that you actually, like, fully build. With 7 colors of paint, buildings bloom like the spring. I wouldn't mind having a second house. I honestly wouldn't. However, that being said, there's really not much reason to have multiple houses because usually just the one is plenty because it's like, oh, it's a free hill, you can pretty much warp here whenever. If warping was a little bit less useful, then it would make more sense, but I don't want the warping to be less useful. I like the warping how it is in this game. And now for a little ASMR, you get to hear, well, first these two guys scream. What's our credo? If you can't pull the saw, then don't push it. What? So much screaming. Alright, now for your ASMR. You're welcome. Cracking open a cold one. Actually, this is a room temperature one, but it's pretty nice and cold in here. Yeah, like a vacation house, essentially. Because this one, like, it looks okay, but it only looks okay after you've gotten everything, where they give you the additional stuff, like the bed and the table and the bookshelves, like, all that stuff that you can't actually get. Good rhythm, good job. Yep, that's how you spell job. Jawb. I'm a little jealous. No, you're not. Now get your pink pants down on the grass. That sounded better in my head than it did out loud. God. Anyway. Seriously, what is this guy's outfit? It looks so weird. He's got, like... It almost looks like, unless you're looking at it from an angle, like the tiger thing he's got on his neck looks like a neck pillow. Any nail could fall, so don't let your hammer stammer. Was that a euphemism? Alright, I think that's all for the weapons, shield, and bow mounts. Yes, it is. Installations. I was thinking a bed. Oh, so you do get the bed automatically. But, like, all the stuff that makes the place look truly like a house doesn't occur till you do everything. Like, I'll show the inside right before we do the final upgrade, and it just doesn't look... It just doesn't look as good. But it's all stuff you don't pay for. It's their housewarming gift, I think. Alright, in the meantime, the bows. Oh, and the shields. Shields. Beautiful. We just need that thunder, that two-handed thunder, or ice blade. I don't know why I keep saying thunder. Yep. How about some lighting? I love that the installations are like... I mean, the bed, I'll give you, but, like, the door, the lighting, like, yeah, I feel like most houses should already have a door. I know this one was being deconstructed, but, like... You were literally paying for a house that had no door? Granted, this is the Zelda world, and so, like, largely you don't have many thieves. At least not in this town you don't, but it still looks funny. We have lights. I was thinking a door. Also, I like the fact that installing a door, which as somebody who has put in a door, is not that hard, compared to electrical wiring for lighting, that is much more difficult. Like, that's a specific job that people have, is just specifically for electrical wiring. Nobody has a job for specifically installing a door and nothing else in a house. Pretty flawless. Yep, that looks like a door to me. House exterior. A sign with my name. Which will always look the same because you can't change your character name in this. You're darn tootin' we are. I go back and forth on the whole, like, you're not able to change Link's name in this game. Like, I kind of like it and don't like it. Because for me, like, I'm just picky enough to where, like, if I'm going to a file, like on any Zelda game, if I'm going to a file and it just defaults it to Link, I'll probably just leave it Link. But if it forces me to type Link in, I probably will put in Delta or something else. But if it's already just on Link, I'm like, yeah, Link, that's fine, I don't care. Awaken your inner animal. We are beasts of construction. Right on. We've done it. We did whatever that was. Flowers, I think. Yeah, that was flowers. Excuse me, I didn't ask for a rock in my yard. Get out of here. I don't even think there's anything in the yard that's too particularly important, is there? There's not a Korok or anything, is there? I don't think there is. Nope, doesn't look like it. There's a tree full of apples. Oh, look, a door. Too bad it doesn't go anywhere. That'd be interesting if you had, like, a, you know, like Wind Waker with your grandma's house where there's, like, a little secret passage where there's money. Maybe something that, like, occasionally gets refilled, like with the Skyward Sword closet. Actually, yeah, before I do that, since that's the last one, like, this is what the inside of the house currently looks like, right? And they're gonna do more outside work, but, like, it looks barren. There's really not that much in here. Like, there's the weapon mounts, there's the bed, and that's pretty much it. There's not anything else. And the one that we're doing isn't going to directly change anything in there. Because it's, you know, planting trees outside. What's our last one? Bolson Construction, what's our credo? Ah, we already saw that one. That's disappointing. Oh well. I love how the literally sounds like Link's, some of Link's attacks. I'm thinking namely Soul Calibur 2, though. You, housing monster! You got everything? Such is the way of youth. Driven, even reckless, some might say. Well, since you bought everything, I threw in some free furniture. Yeah, at least I could do. Carson, look lively. I'm with you. You're just gonna make Carson do it all? Well, I am tuckered. Couldn't swing a ball-peen hammer right now, let alone an axe. Break time, baby. Sir, this is my property. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. He's not gonna leave. I do like that there's some sledgehammers around the house, though, to be able to pick those up for mining, typically. Since I used up a lot to get the wood, I lost a couple of weapons, which is why I've got kind of junk right now. But yeah, look how much nicer it looks, because, like, that lighting did not look like that whenever we came in. Like, the centerpiece was there, but not all the outside ones. Obviously, the table, the mat, none of that was there. Going upstairs, like, outside of the bed and the light here, none of this was here at all. It's amazing to make it look most like a house. You have to finish everything and get the free thing. But yeah, I do agree. There should have been, like, something here. I don't know. Maybe just, like, a random weapon gets spawned right there. Just something. But yeah, it looks largely pretty good. I just need to go and get that one ice blade. But we can do that at a later date. I'm going to equip this just so I can get rid of it pretty easily. And you can watch that hand just creepily grab at Link's ankles. Before I go, though, I'm going to let Shao hang out in my yard. I'm not even going to park him in the horse stable. I'm going to just, like, let him roam free. I know they don't actually roam, but we'll leave him here. There you go. You enjoy your time out here. You know what? I might actually go get another horse. There's nothing wrong with him, but, like, he's done a lot of work, and we've been busy taming him and whatnot, so I might go pick up another one. Just to have a different one. And we can slowly work on taming that and whatnot. We'll give him a little horsey friend. Exactly. Yeah, it felt too empty without all the stuff that was in there. Alright, since we're next to a stable, there should be some horses nearby as well. What should I do? I'm terrified of deep water. What's up? Did you lose something down there? See that strange shape down at the bottom of the river? Oh, okay, I can fix that. Was that what you were looking for? I won't even open it. Incredible! Can't believe you managed to get that out of here. Oh, you actually want me to open it. Okay. Knight's Broadsword. Your inventory's full. No, it's not. I know what you're talking about. What's inside the treasure chest? It was a sword. It was treasure, you asshole. What? Whatever, I didn't really even want that life change. I mean, dude, I gave you the option to open it. You didn't want to. Alright. Hey, Cass! I meant to talk to you earlier and I didn't get a chance to. How are you doing? Nah. His songs just, they take a little too long. If they didn't take that long, I'd be okay with listening to them. Like, in terms of recurring characters in this game, which I will grant you, there are not many, but of the recurring characters, Cass is easily my favorite. Amaranth. Hardy Radish. Oh, it's one of those little bunny things. Surprise! Oh, hold on. I got a sneeze coming. Oh, that was nasty. Actually, you know what? Since we're paused in this menu, I'm going to take a quick break to go ahead and use the bathroom real quick, and we'll be right back. Then I'll go hunt for another horse. All right, we are back. Sorry that took so long. Got a very confusing text from my mom, and it was ultimately because we were talking about something that we were going to be doing next week, and I was like, what are you referring to? Not realizing she was talking about next week. I thought she had gotten the dates mixed up in her head. Thankfully, that was not the case. Just a little bit of miscommunication, but no, we're good. Is somebody on fire over there? I'll take that. And then you'll take the weapon, and then I'll take your life. Oh, no, no space for the boomerang. Get rid of that. I do not want that. There. Alright, let's go help that guy that's getting his butt kicked. I got you, dude. You're good. You okay? You've done what neither my wife nor I could have, and we're alive as a result. Thank you. Oh, hey! I mean, I appreciate it. You didn't have to give me anything for it. I just didn't want to watch you get the crap kicked out of you. Didn't have to do that for me. Alright, let's see if we can't find some horses here. No, that's bees. Those aren't horses. I'm glad they ran directly into me like that. That's very much appreciated. If I get up here, it'll be a little bit easier to spot what I'm looking for. Hey, there's some horses. Ooh! That one's not completely black, but it's pretty close. And I always like having a midnight, like a really dark midnight-esque one. Man, that's the only thing I don't like about them traveling in groups, is one will just inevitably go straight towards you and then it'll scare the rest of them off. No, come back! Good, that one's gone. It kept scaring the other one away. This was the one I wanted. It wasn't that guy. Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on, that was close enough to where I could have just gotten on him. There's a lot of radishes in this area. Dude, I wasn't behind him. I was to the side of him. There we go. Good grief. Three spurs. Okay, that's not bad. That bat comes to bother me. There. I gotta go get that horse again. Stupid bat. I don't know if I actually had to sneak up on him or not, but why risk it, right? Yep, please do. Good speed, good stamina, wild temperament. I do like that the fee's only 20 rupees. That is nice, that you don't have to, like, shell out a ridiculous amount. Oh, well, you didn't have to take Xiao. You could have just left him where he was. He was happy. I mean, we could travel, but that would be going directly in front of the castle, and probably not the wisest idea to do that. So we'll just do this. And then we'll go get him from there. Oh, that's how critical hit works. Okay, I thought it was just randomly it would do double damage. No, it's like the last hit in a series. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I was thinking with Fire Emblem logic of like, oh, well, it's just a random chance that you'll get a critical, and it's like the killer/killing weapons where it's just a higher chance. What's up? Sure. Here you go. Oh, that's right. I also said cookies. I totally forgot about cookies. Well, Onyx is already taken out, so we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with Onyx. Hello, doggo. We have arrows. You know what? That's honestly not that bad for fire arrows. 160 rupees for 10 of those? They're usually in stores, they're more than that, aren't they? They're like 80. Let's see if we get out of this ravine, if I can spot the tower a little bit easier. And we'll go at about this speed. I don't want to go any faster while I'm still trying to bond with the horse. Alright. Into uncharted territory. I do kind of wish there was a notification of like, hey, you fully bonded with this horse, so you get an idea of like when you've actually done that, as opposed to just kind of guessing of like, they haven't freaked out, you know, in a while. Maybe they're fully bonded with me. You ever had one of the dogs lead you to hidden treasure? No, but I usually don't spend that much time at the stables. Admittedly, I don't use the horses that much. This playthrough has bar none been the most that I've been using the horses. I typically very rarely use them. And it's more so, like, I just prefer to travel on foot because, as you've already seen, like, sometimes you just have to stop and, like, go pick things up if you're on the horse. And with this, you don't really have to. You can kind of just go. And, like, most of the time, there's not too big of a difference in speed. Like, unless you know exactly where you're going, the horse isn't preferable. But if you know exactly where you're going, you've probably already been there, so you probably just take a warp and get closer that way. Too terribly interested in any of those. I usually just try to look for like solid color patterns for the horses. Is that the I want to get a little bit closer than that. Maybe here. I don't think that's the tower I'm looking for though. Oh, it is the tower I'm looking for. Okay, cool. I could have sworn this was like one of the few towers in this region that was actually kind of close to the middle. My mistake. To be fair, usually what I'll do is I'll just go on top of a tower that I've already, like in an area I've already been, and then just like look and pin the towers that I actually need, and then at that point just go there. Hey, it's Cass. I remember this one. I'll actually go talk to him this time, but I do remember what this challenge is. Hey, bud. Yeah, let's hear it. When a single arrow threads 2 rings. The shrine will rise like birds on wings. So basically, as you could probably imagine, bunch of different areas around here that have these little things. You got little rock faces with holes in them, and you have to shoot an arrow that goes between 2 of them, and once you do that, you get the shrine unlocked. I just gotta remember which one it was that I used. I don't think it was this one. And I'm like 99% sure it wasn't this one. No, but I think you could do it here. Well, not with that, you're not. Good lord. There we go. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that was the game doing that. Link, you don't have to climb everything. You could just walk around it. You can just walk around it, Link. You're okay. Is that a radish? Yes, it is. No, it is not. That's a mushroom. I thought that was the top of the leaves of one of the radishes, but it was not. There we go. So for the record, for anybody that wants to do that, I'll show how I lined that up to get the specific one there, or like where I was aiming. But I have to wait for this cutscene to stop first. Yeah, exactly. Like, I climb and sneak way too much for the horses. Like, it just... like, every time that I'm going somewhere, like, I'll get on the horse, and then, like, a couple gallops later, I'll be back off the horse trying to do something else. Yeah, so when I lined this up, I just, like, pushed as far forward as I could to get next to this, and then when I leaned up, there's a dark line of rock, and then I just had I had that just barely out of sight, and that was about where I fired the arrow. And then after I fired, I moved the camera back down to get an idea of, was I shooting too high, was I shooting too low? Oh, that was the tower. I'm like, what in the world? Yep, somebody's car alarm is going off. Where is he? I was gonna go talk to him again. There he is. Couldn't hear over the wind tunnel that is the center area of my complex. Hey, bud. That was stupendous. I suppose I should have expected nothing else. Usually it's something I'm a little more like, oh, that was the puzzle, and then it kind of gives you more of an obvious answer of like, oh, it was the Crown of Thorns was referring to a buck. Even though most of the time, like 95% of the time that he gives you a hint, it's usually pretty clear what you need to do. Every once in a while, it's kind of like, I'm not 100% sure what he means by this. Or, usually more likely, there's a couple things that could be meant by this. Stamina wheel. Battle tip. Choose a player. Oh, I remember this one. Right, okay. It's not too bad. 2 points. And that's literally it. Unless you're going for the treasure, in which case... it's right here. Hey, a Thunderblade. I was needing the ice one, but, you know, I'll take the Thunderblade. I don't feel like I'm going to need 2 sledgehammers anytime soon. I know there is a shrine somewhere where they give you like a bunch of sledgehammers to do a bunch of stasis puzzles. But I don't remember where specifically that is. I don't know if that's in the area that we're going to or not, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yep, thanks. I'm just here for the orb. May the goddess smile upon you. Is it a seductive smile, or is this a we're just friends smile? Or even worse than that, this is a I'm aware you're the one that farted in this room, but I'm just too nice to say anything smile. It's even worse when it's just 2 people, because like you know it was you obviously, and they know it wasn't themselves, so it could have only been you. It's just bad for everyone involved. As is the airplane flying overhead. Why is there so much noise today? There's so much noise. Where's my horse? I guess we could just do this. Hello. Alright, let's get to that tower. I'll stop if I see anything cool or if I spot a shrine, but since we're kind of going to the tower to be able to get to multiple shrines, I doubt we're going to see more than, like, maybe one other one. Oh, hey, somebody getting beat up here. Yeah, I'll pass on the Boca Club. Hi. Okay, I admit you helped. I didn't need it, so you don't expect any thanks, but you can have this if you want. Monster extract. Guy named Kilton brews that stuff up at Fang and Bone. It's kind of flavoring that makes any food taste amazing. I know it's made out of monsters, but it's good stuff. So a skull-shaped lake in Akala. Alright, well. You enjoy just standing out here in the rain in that really tiny tent. Ooh, this is going to be fun to try and reach. I'll leave Onyx right about there, I suppose. Call it a hunch, we might need that. Hello, please don't shoot at me. Okay, if I'm safe to stand here, I'm gonna get my stamina back and then just hop for it. No, I'm gonna hop for it, whether the game wants me to or not. Yeah, it really doesn't want me to. Alright, well, if that's the case, we have no choice. We must cheat. We will be cheating, whether you want me to or not. Nope, too late. I already made it. And there we go. Very nice. Please update my iPhone, sir. And or madam. Oh, hey, there's a dude up here. Well, I hope he likes the color blue more than orange. Drip. Man, now you got my phone wet. You better hope Link put an OtterBox on that thing. Hey, dude, what's up? Only have a Birdman. Boo! How'd you get a bird? I climbed. Oh, this is the guy that, like, wants you to fly around. I'll just fly down. You fly like the Birdman? I mean, I can glide. No. So this is basically a mini-game you can play with this guy where you can glide for as long as the game will let you. But you have to pay 20 rupees to do it, and I usually make, like, 30. So it's just not worth the, it's just not worth the time to do it, honestly. Thank you for appreciating the risky approach. It's the most fun approach, really. Alright, so Ridgeland Tower, correct? Yes, alright. So there is one here. There's one about here. Unsurprisingly, in this center area, there's one here. There is a stable with one here. And there's one here. There's another one that's right here, but I don't have enough pins to pin that one, so we'll go ahead and do that one last. For now, we'll start with purple, because that's nice and easy, and I know exactly where we're going for that one. Ah, there you are. Alright, what do we got? We got throwing weapons. Weapon is close to breaking. Try throwing it using R. Mostly because it's fun to throw things at people. I mean, what? Never mind. Dwarfs to guide you. Which one is this? Oh, I think I sort of remember this one. I don't know if that was the way you're ever supposed to do that one, but to me that was just the easiest one. Of just like, yeah, just hit it with an arrow. Take that. Pray tell, what does this do? Okay, so it's just one of those. Gotcha. So you step on the thing, throw the thing goes in the hole. That was not difficult at all. Surely there had to have been like a treasure or something, right? Yep, there it is. I was about to say, that seems a little bit too easy. What do we got? Knight's bow. Sure, I'll take it. That was a nice and simple one. See, that's what I mean of, like, I kind of like there being some that are really, really easy, where they take, like, including getting all the treasures, like, maybe 2-3 minutes tops, and then there's a couple other ones that'll take, like, 10 or so. It's still not that long, but more than the easy ones take. Whether that's because the puzzle is more difficult, or just because, you know, you're bothering to go for all the chests, the puzzle takes you a little bit to figure out, whatever the reason is. Alright, that's that one taken care of. That one did not have the stable by it, correct? No, it is just that one over there. Okay, so it's just the blue one. Got it. I'm thinking we'll probably go counterclockwise with these. Or we'll just keep warping to the shrine and gliding as far as we can. That is kind of the downside to using the map, is it can make some things, I wouldn't say boring, but like you can miss out on a lot of stuff where you could be like earning money, or you'd be getting items to sell for money, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, it definitely promotes more progress than you would see from somebody playing for the first time, where it's like, yeah, they gonna take a while to figure out where all the shrines are, since some of them you have to puzzle solve for them to even appear out of the ground, because otherwise they're not visible, period. It's kind of a mix of each thing. That's almost why I feel like having Icarus play this eventually would be, in theory, one of the better playthroughs, because on one hand you got somebody that's not played a lot of the Zelda series before. Hi. Did you fall down and go boom? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Bye-bye. Thanks for the shield. Broadsword's badly damaged. Alright, well, let's get rid of it then. But, like, you get one person that hasn't played a lot of the games, and they're more likely to go around and explore and whatnot, and then you have one person that has, and so they'll be the one doing all the progress. You can have, like, 20 minutes of messing around, 20 minutes of, like, just solid progress, 20 minutes of messing around, 20 minutes of progress, and just keep doing that back and forth. There we go. It's a good chance to pick up some extra shields. Back to full on those. How am I doing on bows? Guess I got a few slots. Hi. I guess what I could do is get rid of one of these. Oh, that's not the shrine I was looking for, but there is one there. You know what? That's not too far out of the way. Let's just go ahead and do it. It's literally right there. I know the other one, because I saw it earlier, is the one we're going to. Plus, there's also some luminous stones there, so good chance to pick some of those up. Hello, my friends. Got a bunch of bats. Ow! Get up, get up, get up! Okay, cool. Now we can just ignore those enemies and go deal with the shrine. Because even if I do one out of order, like, we're going to be doing them all anyway, for one, and for second, when we do eventually go to this area, then we've already got a foot in the door, so to speak, so we can just warp there if we really need to. There might be something closer, easier to use, but we have it if we need it. Drawing Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, yeah. Good old drawing parabolas. I had to do that a lot since I took a lot of high-level math courses. I was a math minor for quite a while. So what does the switch do? Oh, I see. I think that's the one I want. No, I don't think that I think that's what I want for the chest. I need this to, thanks. Appreciate it. Thunderblade. I will gladly take that. I'm pretty sure I have another boomerang I can get rid of. I do like the two-handed elemental weapons for, like, if I need the element, but I would prefer the one-handed weapons. It just seems that they're harder to come by. Alright, so what I want is for it to be facing like that. Yep. I'm not necessarily so sure I'd be calling this a parabola, per se. Parabolas don't have right angles, for anybody that knows their mathematics. So at this point, I should just be able to watch it go, I think. And it rolls on in there. And then it gets thrown there. Oh, but I didn't pay attention. I didn't see the bombs there. Or the thing I needed to bomb. Whoa, hello. Good lord, man. I guess what I could do is also just take that same path myself. I was going to go and knock it off with an arrow and try it again, but I don't need to do that. Literally just go and do it myself. Get in there. Hooray! Yeah, I did that one pretty recently, but even without, I doubt that would have taken me hardly that much more time. We find it. Yeah, so pin thing. I do kind of wish there were more pins, but at the same time, I'm actually, in a way, also glad that there's only 5 pins. Because if you could just pin things as much as you wanted, there'd just be like colors all around the perimeter of your map every time. So maybe 5 is better. I just don't find myself using the stamps that much, or hardly ever, honestly. That's a stable. I'm getting off track here, though, by checking that. That is the stable that goes with this, though. Screw it, let's go. We might as well. Maybe we'll see something cool on the way here. I can get my horse back, and then we can go to where we were supposed to be going. Is that a Yiga clan? No, that guy's on a horse. I don't think you ever run into like a surprise Yiga clan ambush on while they're on a horse. Oh, thanks for the bow. Appreciate that. I don't think this guy's going to be one here either. What do you got? You got wheat. I'll take a little bit. Only because I don't have any. Looking to sell. 81, that's a nice number. 420 blaze at rupees. Take that away. Actually, you know what? I am going to sell them all. There we go. Nope, that's it. Now I don't have to worry about not having enough for getting the armor when we get to the Ruto area. Oh, this is the one I think you need pictures of all the dead Leviathans. Maybe 300 rupees, that's bunk, man. That's bunk. I mean, maybe if you're late in the game and had the warps to get nearby and knew where they were, it wouldn't be that bad, actually, but... No, I think I might should go with what we got. We have a lot of electric weapons. I need to start using those more. I thought I put that on the wall. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I put an electric Thunderblade. That was the redundant Department of Redundancy. But I'm pretty sure it was the ice one I was missing for the blades, so... Take out Onyx. In pretty good ways on the bond with Onyx, and then we'll switch over to Cookies if I need a horse again. Alright. Green is where we're headed. Which we'll probably just head back up to the shrine since we've got the road for that section. You might be a... Nope, you are with that donkey. I thought you were just going by yourself. Nope, not interested. Bye-bye. Not interested. I probably could have gotten the horse up here, but you put a great Thunderblade on the wall and still need it. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I usually only ever put the two-handed weapons up there. A, because they look cooler because it takes up more of the actual wall mount. And B, because they're the ones I use for utility of their element rather than actually fighting with them when they're the element blades. So... if I did put a blade up there, like a Thunderblade up there, it would have been the two-handed one. There's no way it would have been the single-handed one. I would have kept it. Link, if you could quit climbing stuff, I could see if I'm... yeah, if I am heading the right way. There we go. That is the direction I need. Whee! Hello, Mr. Bats. I'm willing to bet this is probably a bombable spot in the wall. In fact, you know what? I know it is because I just saw the platform over there. Now I'm completely sure it is. Where did that... there it is. Yep, there it is. There's the bombable spot right there. I know I could use a bomb itself, but I mean, that's fair. I'm not normally a big fan of the two-handed weapons in any game, including this one. I just like the holding it down to swing it like this. That's what I use it for. I don't ever use it for, like... well, I mean, I do use it for normal attacks, but it's not as common. Usually if I'm using a two-handed weapon, it's either to break it, it's for something like this, where I'm getting the rocks broken, or it's something where I'm using, like, the spin attack to do a bunch of hits really quickly in a row. But no, if I had my say about it, it would be one-handed weapons, then spears, then two-handed weapons. Unless the two-handed weapon is like a Guardian Axe double plus. Like, it'd have to be a really strong two-handed weapon that's going to do a lot of damage. Because there are some times where using a two-handed weapon on even like a boss is pretty good. Like the big rock enemies, if you can get on top of them and do that spin thing, you can knock them out really, really quickly. Alright, we finally got the green one taken care of. Thankfully the puzzle was stupid easy because it was literally just like, oh yeah, there's a ball you can whom. As everyone always says. As long as you don't say there's a wall you can bomb, as long as you get it wrong in like some way, shape, or form, then you're good. It can be a bomb you can wall, it can be a whom you can ball, like, any way you want to say it, as long as it's not correct, then you're good. Oh, right, I was going to take my horse back and work on training it a little bit more. Ooh, actually, you know what? Hey, nerds. Like, here might be a good example. Let's see if I can pull it off here. Like, that's what I use the two-handed weapons for, is doing that. Oh, you're still alive. Bye-bye. Alright, now we got all their stuff. A Boko Club, huh? I'll get that in a second once I'm done breaking all these things, because it'll probably break. It'll probably break. As will my voice, thanks to the hiccups. There we go. What do we got? Only recently started pushing boomerangs. Yeah, I'm not big on them personally. I've played the game a couple times. They're just not my personal weapon style, I think is what it is. And I don't think there's anything that can change that for me. I get the appeal of it for sure, but like I will just use it as like a one-handed weapon. But because I don't ever throw it, or typically rarely throw it, it's not going to have a lot of range compared to like a normal sword. So as a result, it's just a one-handed weapon with very short range for me. Oh, come on, I should have been able to pick that up. There's my horse. I think those might be those little rock enemies once you get close enough to them, but oh well. Alright, where are we heading now? Yellow, that's right. Yellow's not really an easy spot to get to, so I'll probably just go around the mountain and walk it from there. And run down the birds! Run down the birds! Yeah, I think that'll probably do. We'll just go like a tiny bit farther here and I'll just walk it from there. And we can get a little bit closer than I thought we could. Yeah, they're very much an acquired taste. Though, to be fair, I have a very different playstyle from a lot of people. Like, I barely use the shields at all. Which I realize is a big no-no. Oh, God, it's this one. No, I remember this puzzle. This one sucks. Alright, Onyx. See you later. You who have reached this land of thunder, I present with you a trial. I hope you didn't bring any metal weapons or shields or bows with you. Yeah, this one bites. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, we're good on that. Yeah, it's just the shield. Okay. There we go. At least I can still keep one of each of my types between sword, shield, and bow without getting shocked. Last time I came here, I think the only thing I had that wasn't... that I had a non-metal set for, I think, was the bow. I think I had to unequip my shields and my weapons at the time. So yeah, the goal of these, and it will continuously rain, so there is no way to climb easily. You can, it's just not easy. Speaking of... I'm usually counting to 3 in my head if I'm quiet while counting, is because usually just like right before you hit 3, that's when I jump to get the additional height. So you have to get all 4 of the balls into the little pedestal that's here. The problem is some of them aren't on the area at all, and obviously you can't climb while you're holding the ball in your hand. So it's like, okay, how do I get around this? Because I believe it's 2. I think the red and the orange ones are both not. I'm going to go ahead and kill these guys. Why not? Give me a chance to sell some stuff later. I think it's the red and the orange ones that are not on top of the planes. The other ones aren't too bad. One of them is like literally right next to it, so you just pick it up and drop it in. One of them is on top of a tower, so you can just shoot it off with a bow and arrow and then pick it up and drop it in. The other 2 are a little bit more painful to get. Also because there's only specific spots you can go and get the balls back on, but also because you're surrounded by water, so you're moving slower than normal. Hi. Don't think I didn't see you moving around. Cool. That'll be another one to upgrade weapons if I decide to do weapons. I might decide to do bows now, maybe. But I honestly do just prefer the bows, so we'll see. These stupid freaking auto... Did that hit the ball and didn't damage me? I think it did. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that could happen. I figured Link was going to drop the... Well, metaphorically and actually drop the ball. I think it went the wrong way. Because you can't get the ball up here. You'd be thinking like, oh, this is the only spot where it's kind of busted. This is probably your best chance to try to throw it up there. It doesn't make it up there, unfortunately. Yeah, there's the other one right there, so it is the orange one. I think that's the platform I'm looking for. And there probably is another way to do this, but this is the one that the way that I do it. I figured I might as well grab him while I was there. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Has all the metal and stone. I don't know why my brain was thinking cardboard. That's not cardboard. So usually what I'll do is I'll drop it here. Switch on stasis. And literally just go till it turns red. And then it'll fly up there and land on it. Since we're already here, I might as well get the other one as well. There we go. That was not the best archery skills in the world, but it'll do. Thankfully, once we get these both up here, that decreases the difficulty of this significantly. That's like really the worst part, is just trying to get both of these things up here. That Boko Bat's almost gone, and I just mostly did that for speed. There we go. It doesn't really matter where it goes, as long as it just lands up there and doesn't fall off, you're fine. Now, as for how we get up there, either A, Rivali's Gale, if you have it, or B, if you don't have it, just find a spot like right here where you don't need to climb very far. So there we go. That's all of them except for the green one. We'll go ahead and get that one down here. There we go. I don't want that shooting lightning near me somewhere, so figured it'd be best to just do that. And then put each of them in their slots by color or the little symbol on them. Either works. The only one that might throw you off is this yellow one. The yellow one's for the orange. It doesn't look orange, but that's the one it goes to. The rest of them all have pretty much the same colors. Okay, there's red. Where did orange go? Oh, there it is. You sneaky old thing, you. Got red and all the secondary colors. And there we go. I guess that one's not that bad if you know that trick about how to get the orange and the red one up there. But without that, that one can take a bit of time. Of course, without that, it's way too easy, because then it's just shoot the green one off and the purple one's right there, so. Your mileage may vary. Wildlife taking shelter under rock will sometimes jump out when you lift up their hiding place. Yes, it will, but usually most of the time you're doing that, you're probably looking for a Korok. Maybe once in a blue moon, maybe once in a blue moon, a gem. There we go. My brain was looking for the word treasure, and I'm like, it is a treasure, but that's not quite what I was looking for. Speaking of treasures. Hey, nice. I know I don't need to blow all this up, but I want to blow it all up because it's fun. I don't play favorites when it comes to blowing things up. Same treatment for everybody. Also helps that I have the bombs plus. So I'm not sitting here flicking between the square and the normal bombs, and I'm also not waiting for it to recharge a bunch. Oh, right, I remember this. Almost forgot for a second. Have to get up there first before I can do this. For a puzzle that's like predominantly about exploding things, they did a really good job for this one. Because it's not just blowing things up. Like, you'd have to use magnesis, you have to do things in a semi-specific order. To where, like, in order to get up there, by keeping the... Or order to get the switch, you have to actually get up there first. That's like a nice low-level puzzle where it's not blatantly obvious. Like, you might make a quick mistake, and it's thankfully a quick fix as well, where it's just like, oh, right, didn't even think about that. Sometimes it's nice to just do, like, the little low-level puzzles, but I guess since they made you do a high-level thing to get in here, or medium-level at least, then that's not too unreasonable. Let's just use the horse and take the road to get to blue, I think, would be the best thing to do for taming a horse. How did you get up here? What do you think you're doing? There we go. I did bring my horse pretty decently down here. Yeah, there it is. I'll say at least I'm pretty sure I did. I've taken away your hat, and now your life. The hat was the source of his power, so the minute he loses that, I mean, he's pretty much toast. Hey, Onyx, you're probably glad it's not raining all over the place on you now. Alright, let's get going. Look at those guys having a little dance over there. Having a great time. Alright. We'll go around it. It was worth it to go see that dance, though. It was a good dance. You can kind of see what I mean about the horse, though. Just unless you stick to the roads, you just don't need them that much. And most of the time, you might as well explore the road once, just not with the horse, so you can kind of like see what there is to see and whatnot. And then after that, you probably got a shrine near part of the road, so you just warp to that. To be fair, I usually don't hang around this area much, though. I usually don't take this road. I usually just go up to the tower and glide as far as I can get. This is definitely the most that I've used the horses in the game, though. I pretty much only use them if required. So, like, the quest where you have to go and tame one within 2 minutes that we did in the first episode, for example. Oh, I think we're about to run into the one that I despise. It's gonna be one of these two, I'm almost certain now. I think it's gonna be the blue one. Take a quick detour here, see if there's anything. Nope, nothing. Alright. Sir, please get up. How did that spin attack not get that one? Hey, don't scare my horse. Stop that. Sir, did you know there were bats on this road? No, I was gonna try to talk to that guy, but I guess not. Get off the horse, get on the horse. Yeah, we'll go to blue for it. I have a bad feeling this is the one I'm thinking of, though. Oh, that's almost assuredly a Yiga clan member. Hi. Nope. I don't, actually. Something valuable, like your life. Yep. I'm here for your mighty bananas and your rupees, sir. Oh, that guy was weak. Is there any way to get up there easily? Not particularly. Not with a horse, anyway. So, we'll just climb it. And I'll hope and pray this isn't the one I'm thinking of. Oh, hi! I didn't know you were there. I'm gonna just go around. Thanks. Okay, that's kind of an awesome shot of a Lionel right there. But we should probably move. I just remember seeing on Steven and Mal Plays that there was one where somebody wanted a picture of a Lionel. So if I run into that person, then I can give that to him. I think I'm too high up. I can fix that in a second, though. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Well, thank goodness it's not the one I was thinking of, but I have a feeling that means the red one is probably the one I'm thinking of. Oh well, we'll find that out in a little bit. Resetting the camera! Thank goodness that that's a staple of the Zelda series, because if you couldn't reset the camera, it probably would suck. Oh, right. I'm trying to remember how I did this one. Shoot, how did I do this one? I don't think I can get up there for the time being. Yep, there's nothing back there. I think I'm going to end up doing this a bit cheaply, so... Just basically anything to get it to move off of that standing position. And then it'll fall in there. From what I remember, I tried doing that with an arrow, like multiple arrows, and it's not powerful enough. I think this is like a gem. Yep, Topaz. I didn't think it was back here, but I want to be absolutely sure. Hello? Oh, it's not up there. I know you have to glide somewhere. It's not in here. I could have sworn it was like on the outside walls here. Is it really not? Hey, get off that. It's like you have to tell a dog to stop humping a pillow or something. Just, hey, stop that. Oh, I didn't even notice that was there. There we go. I had to move the light from coming from the ceiling. It was too hard for me to tell where I was going. Falcon bow. Well, that's fitting since I just broke a bow. I'll just go with the dragon bone one. Alright, put that away. Now I'm done getting distracted by treasures that I didn't pay attention to. Let's see if I can figure this out. Yeah, that's where I need to go. Okay. I'm going to presume that that unlocked that section, because otherwise there's no point in me moving the sphere at all. I was probably thinking of a different spot where you actually do have to physically glide Link there, but no, that one was just a bow and arrow shot. I'd say that's why they give you the bow and arrow, but you need the bow and arrow to break the ropes to get the better one, so maybe that's just to have one that works better in the air, because I think that was a Rito bow. Which, like, I've never understood, like, the whole, like, oh, it works better in the air thing. Like, to me, they all work great in the air. Like, as long as you've got the ability to slow down the time, then they all work. I guess it just means it draws faster, probably. Hang on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling that's the one I'm thinking of. Also, I should probably go and hit the stable real quick, just to mark it on the map. Take their weapons if they got anything useful. Any sledgehammers, any woodcutter's axes? Because I could drop this sword. Or break it on this. Sure, a torch, why not? He could do worse. I don't really want the torch, honestly. If I can get the woodcutter's axe, I'd rather have the axe. So we'll stick for that. Stick with that for the time being. Oh, hey, a broadsword. And a decent bow. I could probably drop something for the broadsword. Durability is low. Yeah, we got rid of the sickle. You don't get to use those very often, but, you know, it's alright. Oh, wait, this is Soldier's Broadsword. I was thinking of a different one. Even though the durability is low. I'll take it. I thought it was like the Knights one, the one that was a little bit higher. I would never go running off with your life savings. Never. Also, Trailix, I have been pretty good. How is the not college life? Really nice, actually. Work's been kind of a pain, but that's because our scheduler's stupid. And unfortunately, the only people that like him are conveniently the ones that are our bosses, so... That part's been interesting because we've been like, hey, there's a method to where scheduling can be easier for everyone, including yourself. And he's like, nah, I'm not interested. So then we take it to his boss, and we're like, hey, there's a way your scheduler could do things that would be easier for everyone, including himself and for you. Nah, not interested. So as of the 21st, because that will be 2 weeks that we gave our boss to be like, hey, we just need some semblance of confirmation that you're at least considering changing things, which could be as simple as sending out a group text that would take, you know, like 3 minutes to do. And since we're getting nah, not interested, it's probably not going to happen. Then we're going to go to his boss, because his boss will actually get things done. Because it's literally easier for everyone else. It makes him just have to copy-paste a schedule, and so, like, why they're not doing it, I don't know. So that part has been interesting, though not waking up for classes, as much as I enjoyed going to the classes, not having to wake up to go to classes has been very nice. Extremely nice, in fact. That part I very much enjoyed. I know it is possible to shadow classes, and like if I ever had time to do that, even though I'm working night shift, so like hours are kind of weird for it, if I had the time to do it, I absolutely would. Like I'd love to be able to go and shadow some of the English classes that I didn't get to take because I didn't need to. It'd be really cool to do that. I genuinely do miss talking with my teachers in the English department. I'll still message them on Facebook from time to time, but, you know, they've got their own stuff to do, obviously. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Oh, no! Ladies and gentlemen, the worst shrine in the game, at least in terms of a patience tester. Come on. There you go. Yeah, it's the one I'm thinking of. Boo. Not a fan. I know Cass is up there. I don't know if I can reach him, though. It's a bit of a difficult climb. You can climb it. It doesn't look like you should be able to. Probably because you shouldn't be able to, because, like, look at this angle. Look at that. But for whatever reason, Link can climb it, as long as it's not raining. Apparently, it raining is the deal breaker. But yeah, you totally can climb up here. But I'll go ahead and show off the answer for this one. Or I could just fall. Alright, so I'm going to do the exact same thing, and then we'll make it to the top, because that's how this game works sometimes. I'd say I could jump to that one, but I think that one's lower. So, like, why would I bother doing that? Yeah, it is lower. I don't think there is a higher one here. I think it's just this one. No, he's not going to do it. Okay. Suit yourself. I'm going to stand on the actual thing here. And move the pin. There we go. So, the goal for this one is, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to unequip all of your stuff. You don't have to throw it away, just unequip it. You have to remove all of your armor, all of your clothing, all of that stuff, until you're like this. And then you have to kneel on this platform. You might be asking, but why is it not working? because this has to happen while it's a blood moon. That's right, a random thing that can appear in the game is when this will come up. So, you have one of two options for this. Either one, and unfortunately it's not really recommended because, I mean, I can check the rest of the map, but there's not really another shrine. I guess there's this one down here, which we'll go and do, which is here. You can wait until a blood moon is about to appear, fly to this shrine and try to get here in time. Sorry, to here in time from here, because that's the closest one. Or you can keep cycling through nights by continuing to sit by campfires, which is why I recommend the fire weapons. I'll show what that's like, and I'll attempt it for a couple nights, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I want to do the other shrine first, in case I do end up having to come back here. And you can just keep resetting the campfire, wait for it to go to midnight, and then if it doesn't end up being a blood moon, you just do it again, and you just repeatedly keep doing that over and over and over. That's not the right way to go. Just keep doing that over and over again until you get a blood moon. So as you can imagine, that's kind of obnoxious. It's one of the most annoying ones in the game. Because it's not a puzzle of like, oh, this is really difficult, this is extremely hard to solve. It's, you're waiting on an event that's semi-random to occur. And there are ways to speed up that process. It's typically by, unfortunately, playing the rest of the game, which means that and that's why it's sometimes recommended to go and just keep playing and come back here when you think about, or whenever it gets close to Blood Moon, if you remember it. Because the more assets that change from the de facto, or the control, if you want to use the scientific term, basically where things have occurred in the world due to your influence, and as a result, have changed. There's not going to be a really good spot to go on this one. Is it really across the way? Yeah, then it really is across the way. Alright. The more that gets changed, the more the game will be like, yeah, we need to reset this, because that's what the Blood Moon does, is it resets all the enemies, it resets all that kind of thing. And so the more that needs to be reset, the more that likelihood increases that it will reset. So by sitting there and waiting, it may not necessarily be the best way to do it. To where they ultimately balance each other out of, like, one will give you more chances, but the chance is less of a percentage higher. The other one gives you less of a percentage, but you get, like, it's weird. So ultimately, it's kind of just whatever you prefer. I'm going to try doing a little bit of both. I'm going to go do the shrine first that's nearby. And then if we do try a couple times and nothing happens, then I'll just try to remember it and warp there when necessary. But we'll see how it goes. Exactly why I still never completed the shrine. Yeah, exact. It's like, this is not a puzzle of like, oh, I don't know how to solve this. This is a puzzle of, oh, this is going to take a really long time. Also, it's raining now, so that's good, because I was trying to climb a mountain. Nope. I want you to go... Nope, I don't want you to go there. I don't want you to go there either. There you go. Slide down a little. I'm intentionally trying to cheese this right now, in case you couldn't tell. I would eat that food, but like I'm pretty sure he's not going to listen to me anyway, and he's just going to keep sliding down, and keep sliding down, and keep sliding down, and keep sliding down. Like, why does it always have to rain when I want to climb something? It can't ever rain when it's not vital at all. I'm stealing these bird eggs. That's what I think of you. Well, in the meantime, it's going to be a chance to refresh my Twitch page since it's going a little bit slow. I can probably close an application here to make this a tiny bit easier. I did not mean to have Discord still up. No, it's okay. You can just reload the page. You don't need to have a seizure. There we go. I just find it very ironic that, like, the whole goal of climbing is like, oh, you can find a way around this. And it's like, but because it rains, you have to find a way around finding a way around it. Because, you know, you have to go predict the prediction lines. That's not where I wanted to grab. I want to get that. There we go. Is that just a different colored rock, or is that something I can break? No, it's just a different colored rock. No, that's a bombable wall. Well, at least we got something out of being forced to wait here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thankfully, we could fool the game into getting the rest of that. Alright, thank goodness for that. What a pain in my ass. I don't know if it's going to let me do this, but we'll see if it will. Oh, right, I put the flame blade up. Well, forget it then. It's a Korok seed at best, and it's probably not worth it, and it's raining anyway, so it may not even work if I try to shoot a fire arrow. If it's not raining when I get out, then I'll shoot a fire arrow at it, but it has to not be raining when I get out. And knowing this game, there's a good chance it's going to be raining. Oh, this one. Yeah, I remember this one. Whee. Nope, that's not what I want. Link, I watched you step up onto that platform, and then... Yeah, alright, cool. Link, please! It's like sometimes when you jump, your momentum just dies. It's just like, okay. Like, oh, you wanted to go forward. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Oh, right, I unequipped the bow because of the thunder. Forgot about that. What do we got? We got something worthwhile here? Maybe? I mean, I'll take it, but only because this is about to break, so... I'd never used the forest stuff much, but I never went to the forest area quickly, so by the time I got there, there was just stuff that was already better. So, like, what was the point, really? Sir, if you could stop crashing into me, I'd appreciate it. I could just make that swing back and forth, or I could also just literally do that. Just, like, spin it around, drop it back where it was, and then I don't have to have the fear of getting crushed by it again. Alright, what's in here? Forest Dweller's Bow. Oh, it's one of those ×3 ones, okay. Sorry about that, I was changing menus there. You know what? Yeah. I'll drop something for that. They're about the same damage, but the ×3 might make it worthwhile. Alright, what does it do? Oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting. Cool! That was helpful. Stop that. Trying to call your horse inside of a shrine? Yeah, better have another think, man. Alright, what do we got here? Gold rupee! Victory! I'm gonna see if this will just put me back to where I was. Probably not, right? Yeah, that would have been too easy. Now I gotta do this again. Bring this on over here. I have to move this out of the way. So I can pull this one. And have it not crush me to death, preferably. Okay, I was definitely controlling the one below that, so that shouldn't have killed, or shouldn't have killed me. I mean, falling off should have made me lose the heart, yes, but the platform I was on shouldn't have gone with this one. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna move these both out of the way. Okay, we gonna be cool? We good? Alright, good. I'm glad we're good. Probably the best thing to do is gonna be moving this one here. And then just using these other two to kind of go back and forth between each other. Actually, I don't think I can do that. Because the downside of going to get that one is it kind of messed the puzzle itself up. So probably the best thing to do actually is start from here again. Move that one out of the way. Move that one out of the way. And essentially... Why did that move? Why did it move? It's not on a timer. Now I gotta do this again. Why did that one move? That doesn't make any sense.